Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be a follow-up on my Ninjago mock contest, but before we get into that, I need to announce the winner of another contest that I'm running at the same exact time. This is for the late 15K art contest, and this beautiful Harry Potter piece is the winner. This is from Jelle, it's Jelle, which I'm still having a heck of a time trying to pronounce, but Jelle, you are the winner of the late 15K art contest. Actually got 55% of the votes. We had a total of 662 people vote. You got 367 of the votes, and I have to agree, this is just a fantastic piece. So the only piece of information I'm missing from you is which $10 Lego set you want. So if you could send me a private message, let me know that. I do have your address, but if you want to confirm that in the message as well, I will hook you up and we'll get your set out to you. Now on to today's business. I want to talk about the Lego Ninjago Zane/Lloyd Polypod bag, which I announced that I was giving away last week. All you had to do was create a Lego Ninjago mock and put it as a link to that video, and a lot of people did that. Actually, I had 44 people enter into the contest, and I went through the videos, looked at them all, and I picked my top 5 that I want to share with you here in this video so you guys can vote on who you think should win this thing. After watching these, there are some really incredible artists out there. Not only artists that do things on paper, but artists in the Lego sense, and I'm really proud of you guys. You all did a great job, but again, I narrowed it down to my 5 favorites, and I think you guys are really going to like this. I will say this video is going to run a little long because I left each of these 5 people's videos just as they uploaded them. I didn't really want to splice it down and show just parts of it because I wanted them to present it to you the way that they presented it to me so you guys can make the best judgment on this. I personally recommend watching each of these videos in their entirety as we go through this, but if you want to save a little bit of time and you just kind of want to get a sample of each of these, I'll put minute markers down in the description below so you can kind of watch the first one, and after you get a taste of that, if you want to go the second, there'll be a minute marker for each of them listed down there. I should also say that the order is alphabetical. It's not my favorite to least favorite or least favorite to favorite. It's just alphabetical order. So however you decide to do it, whether you watch the whole thing or just watch clips of each of them, go ahead and make your way through these 5 entries, pick your favorite, and at the end, make sure you vote in the poll because I'm going to be giving this away. I'll leave this open for a couple days just so you guys have some time to decide, and I'll get this thing in the mail to the winner. So yeah, enjoy the videos.
Hey guys, Adaptiod Productions here, and this is my Ninjago mock. And this mock is an entry into brickitect's Ninjago mock contest. As you can see, this is a very small mock, and it's meant to be more of a rustic, older kind of bottom layer of Ninjago city near a marshy swamp lake. This mock was not built on any specific base plate, it was just a bunch of little plates stuck together to make the little base. This minifigure is a custom Zane, it's my own design, and I really like how it came out. And he is fighting an evil samurai warrior with a golden rice hat. I'm using 3 1x2 trans blue plates to make Zane's ice effect like he's jumping and that ice trail is left behind. This is a little wanted poster of Zane. It is quite old as it came in the first Garmadon set, I believe, with Garmadon's lair, so you can see some of it peeling off. Here you can see a Cessla with a little bit of pizza in one hand and a fish in the other. Here you can see some masonry bricks. One of them is almost a light greeny colour to social weathering, and the other just normal. The fisherman does have a hut which he does live in. And this hut has a little pet dragon inside, also a letter with a little bottle of elixir, and 2 bottles on the left side. The roof is made up of 1x1 cheese slopes, and there are 4 layers on it, which really makes a nice effect. Let's take the minifigures off to get a better look at the mock. So here you can have a better look at the roof and a pebbled effect on top. Here is a custom tree that I made, which is a little bit different. It's a black tree trunk and some orange leaves, which came in the Battle of Clarkadonna set. Also, it has some red leaves on top, which make a really nice effect. And here you can see one of the new 1x2 pieces with, instead of studs, it's got hollow studs, so you can put bars inside of it. And the tree just slots in here. This mock also contains a little stream with some water flowing down and getting a little bit more still towards the end. And the floor is made up by 1x2 light bluish grey ingot pieces, which I got off the Brick Bank set and the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum set from Infinity War. This is a very nice part of the mock. It's almost like a straw mud wall. I want to thank you guys for watching, and this is a little bit of an odd video. I never would have made a Ninjago mock or even a Ninjago based video. I want to thank brickitect for inspiring me to make this video. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, what's going on guys? It is Jack here, and today I'm presenting you with a massive LEGO Ninjago mock built specifically for Greg and Clark at the Brickitect channel. If you don't know who they are, they make awesome content. It's pretty much summed up like this. So yeah, but this mock is so big that it's actually impractical to record inside of this studio, but I'll figure something out. However, let's get into the meat of the video itself, which is the mock. So like I was saying before, this mock is absolutely massive. It's not built on a specific base plate, which allowed me to create some extra terrain, which really you can't do when confined to a certain square. I guess you could say there are 4 distinct areas of this mock. There is the temple itself, the wrecked Destiny's Bounty, the cliff, and the beach. And unlike you would think, I didn't use a bunch of large pieces to create this terrain. I used a bunch of small pieces, put them together to make something large. That way I could add extra depth and more texture, which you can't normally achieve with something gigantic, so that's a plus. The beach is the only area where I used a snot technique to create the terrain, and that is so that the water in the shoreline is curved, because I absolutely hate square edges in something that's not built on a base plate. The sand is very rough because I used a bunch of angled plates, jumper plates, and a bunch of different pieces to create a very random effect for the sand. The terrain then transitions into what you would call the cliff. There's a bunch of rocks and a few patches of sand and dirt and foliage, and that just leads up to the upper portion or main attraction, the temple. I styled it after the Temple of Light because I really enjoyed building that set a few years ago when I got it, so it was a good nostalgic experience for me to build something like that. I also enjoyed making the slant roof because that's something I rarely ever do, so that was a very fun thing to do. Japanese architecture in general is just very fun to build. But anyways, next to the temple there is a wrecked Destiny's Bounty I decided to build just because I wanted something to complement the temple itself so it didn't look so lonely up on the cliff. But other than that, I think that is pretty much everything about the mock. I really enjoyed building this. I did a little bit of it live so people could see my entire building process, and I really enjoyed making something like this, something that was different than buildings I normally build. So Greg, if you're watching this, I really appreciate it. And Jinblade, if you're watching this video, I hope you had a blast watching it as much as I had a blast making it, so thank you for watching as well. And for everyone else, as always, thanks for watching. If you're new here, subscribe, and most importantly, take care.
Hey guys, Electroknight here, and today I'm going to be showing you my Nia's water mech, I don't really know the name for it, for the brickitect Ninjago contest, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, I would imagine this to be able to go underwater, but also just to be able to like skim across water, and that's kind of what is on the back of the legs. These are for, so you can imagine it's just like these kind of bases to help it skim across the water. And now I'll show you the way that you open, it'll get Nia out. So you open this bit up, and you can see it there, and then you bring these forwards because these kind of, these bits here, they kind of fold around the arms, and then bring this one forward, like that, and then bring it down, and you can see Nia in there, and she is attached by these 2 studs here, and her back studs just touch on there, so let's put it back in. There we go, just like that. And the arms just have basic ball joints everywhere. Then they've got these long sword things instead of actual hands, and I can just imagine these could, with like these bits, make the ends kind of generate some kind of water energy or something, I don't know. And then it's got clips for her swords on the side, and around on the back it's got this like little tail thing to help it swim underwater, and then it's got a swivel at the waist, and that's just by a peg in there. And then for the legs, they've also just got basic ball joints, and this is kind of a basic mech leg design, but the place that I copied it from was the Jay's Lightning mech from the tournament development season. And then for the feet, they're kind of basic as well. Just 2 things here, and then that 2 slope pieces, and then this little bit of the end. And also this just bit that just goes on, that's pretty basic. And then there we go. These bits at the end are meant to help with grip, like underwater. So in case, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, just help grip, you get the idea. And there's not really much else to show. And well, you can see a lot of pieces here I took from the LEGO Dimensions portal thing, and that's why I got like these pieces, and I think the colours work well for Nia. So let's go ahead and wrap up the video. Things I forgot to say in that part were about here. This yellow bit on the top is meant to be like a light for going underwater, so she can see where she's going. And then also, if you open it up like this, and then lift this down, you can see inside these here. These bits are taken from the Lego Dimension portal, as I said earlier, and I especially like this one on the left. Because I'm not sure how well, yeah, you can see it on camera, I'm not sure. Yeah, see that it's got the kind of volume or noise thing. I think that works well because, like, if she's going underwater, then she's going to be able to want to hear what's around her, and then this can also open up like that if she wants to be on land and have it open. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and wrap up the video. As I said earlier, this is for the brickitect Ninjago mock contest that is running right now if you're watching this video before the 28th. And if you haven't checked out brickitect, make sure you do, because he's definitely one of my favourite LEGO YouTubers, and probably one of my favourite YouTubers overall. So yeah, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Ninja Master 1209, and I am making a submission to Ninjago mock contest for brickitect. Okay, so here, I've made a video on this kind of before, but it's been through some major changes. This is my custom mock of the Destiny's Bounty for Ninjago. So, oh, okay, well, that was not supposed to happen. So, yeah. This is basically what I would want the Destiny's Bounty to look like. This is like my mock, my version of the Destiny's Bounty. So, yeah, here we go. So, we've got the control panel area here in the front. And we've got this detail here. I've spent a lot of effort put into building this. We've got storage. Different storage areas. You've got the flames in the back. The flames are right here. Then you've got the thruster that can go 360. The main thruster for the vehicle. Then the other side is basically a mirror image of the other one, but you've got the strings here on the sides. You've got this main room up here in the front. You've got this sort of sanctuary and some nunchucks, which are just hanging there. Then you've got this main tower here, like a sail, this main sail tower. You've got these antennas. You've got some chains up here. And then detail for the inside, you've got this piece. You've got this nice little like kind of bed piece for injuries and stuff. There's all this space for all of the ninja to battle and train, and then you can just sit them. You could sit them around here, have them battle. You can have them. Yeah, you could do all sorts of stuff with this. So, and then on the bottom, like the original, my original version. On the bottom, right there, this window here, there is a motorcycle. So let me pop that down and show you again. See, that pops down. So then the motorcycle you can get the motorcycle out from under here as a little escape pod. I'm hoping that this still counts as a mock, because technically this exact thing did not show up in the show. But because I don't have a Destiny's Bounty, this is my mock of the Destiny's Bounty. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
And here we are back again at the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching those 5 entries. If you saw anything there that you really like, make sure you check out the person's channel, subscribe to him to see more content. And again, make sure you voted in the poll, because I want to give this away to the person that deserves it the most. And I think you guys are really good at making that decision. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.